super excited to be here with you this evening. I am so glad whether you're here, if you're joining me live, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching the replay, thanks for also watching and being part of our community. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Christina Abad. I'm a love and relationship coach, and I help driven and professional women attract the right partner for a healthy relationship. Today, I really wanted to share with you amongst all of the news that we've been getting, and once again, if you're here with me live, thank you so much. Don't forget to follow, to like, to subscribe. I do share this across different platforms, so I definitely want to connect. And, especially at a time like this where we have, this media frenzy around this coronavirus. For many of the ladies that are part of our community, that are in the Driven and Desirable Ladies Facebook group, it's free. So if you're not there, come on over, join. Definitely want to make sure that you feel supported, that you have a safe space where you can, voice your opinion, voice your thoughts. But yeah, once again, especially at a time like now, where there's so much uncertainty and so much fear that is in the spaces, right? Whatever we do, whether you're turning on the TV, you're turning on your phone, whether, it's on social media, on traditional media, you're watching a show, and or even the radio, right? All we're hearing about is about the coronavirus, and there's fear that's spread throughout the nation, throughout the world. And it's so important for us as women to be able to feel supported, to feel heard. And I know for many of us it's easy to kind of retreat in fear, right? I know, at least for myself, I was in avoidance of the whole situation for a couple of days. All we heard in the media was about it, and I would avoid it. And I had to come to terms and realize, when we come to face with things that bring us fear, we have a choice, and we can either choose to lean in with love and compassion, or we can choose to give into fear and kind of hide and retreat, right? And become avoidant. And I really wanted to share that with you ladies, because you're not alone, right? Whether you're feeling, in fear, like you have no one to turn to, no one to hear you out. Once again, if that is the case, please come and join the free Driven Ladies group on Facebook. You can find that in my links in the comments. But the point is feeling supported, right? Are you feeling supported, or are you feeling in fear? Because I know for many of us, the thought of, is this how it all ends, right? By myself, I don't have anyone to hear me out, to really support me emotionally through times like this, right? Where there's fear, where we're walking through the aisles at our local supermarkets, right? Local markets, and they're empty, right? And I know for many of us, we can look at it and we can think, okay, well, it's time to, quarantine. It's time to, cut off social contact and kind of retreat for 2 weeks. And I share this with you because for many of my ladies, when it comes to love, when it comes to meeting that person that you're hoping you had at a time like this, that can lend you a helping hand, that can hear you out, that can make you feel seen, heard, supported, and loved, someone that cares for you at a time like this, and we think about it, have you retreated into fear when it comes to love, right? Have you retreated, and not maybe just for 2 weeks, but 2 months, right? 2 years. And even for some of the ladies that I've spoken to, and, even when I work with my clients, for some ladies, it's been decades, right? So I share this with you once again to shed light on the fact that we always have a choice, right? We always have a choice when we can either lean into fear or lean into love. And once again, sometimes it's easy to lean into fear, right? You give into the fear and you retreat and you become avoidant. And it happens in love, right? It happens when it comes to meeting a partner, when it comes to dating and putting yourself out there. It's easier to retreat, right? Not just for 2 years, but 2 months, for 2 years, right? Not for just 2 weeks is what I meant. But it's easier to retreat than actually give into love, right? As I look across, the media, right? Social media and just in general, I also see compassion, right? The compassion of people willing to lend a helping hand, of people really extending themselves, opening their hearts, opening, whatever resources they have to be of service to others. Once again, and that's why I show up. That's why I'm here for our group of women who are really looking for a safe space to be able to voice themselves, to be able to be seen and heard, because it's so important when faced with fear to make a choice, right? Do I choose to give into fear and retreat and hide and avoid, right, what's going on? Or do I give into love? Do I give into compassion? Do I give into, being seen and heard and making a difference? And I share this with you because, once again, it's not just about, the coronavirus and the fear that's permeating the air, right? I think we can all go to certain places. I know when I certainly walk into the market, that's what you feel in the air. You feel fear, you feel frenzy, you feel, all these emotions. And at the same time, you can see those that are there with compassion, that are there with love, that are really there present. And I share that with you because I want you to know that you're not alone, that you are heard, that you are seen. Especially, my ladies that are a part of our community, I salute you. You're not alone. And I know it can feel that way, even more fearful so, to think, this is how it ends. Me by myself, quarantined in my house, right? With family, or, perhaps not even with family, perhaps truly alone. But know that you're not alone. Know that there's a community of women that love you, that support you, and that are here with you, right? It's not about giving into that fear and retreating. It's really about giving into that love and knowing that it's still possible, knowing that you get to have that and you don't have to wait, right? Until you're fearful of whether, you'll have another weekend out for a while, whether you actually get to meet someone for a while, but doing something about it while you can, right? Because here's the truth, tomorrow's not guaranteed to anyone, virus or not, right? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And really being able to shed light on whether you're giving into fear, right, on a daily basis when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, and retreating, right? Retreating, going into hiding, into quarantine, instead of showing up for love, showing up for your desires, showing up for the life that you truly, want to experience with the right person by your side that loves you, that supports you, that makes you feel seen and heard, is not just because, now it's time, because sometimes these are why things happen, right? Those are our wake-up calls on whether we're giving into fear or we're choosing love. So I want to share with you, and once again, thank you if you're here with me live, if you're catching the replay. Don't forget to like, to comment, to follow, subscribe wherever you're watching this, because the truth is you're not alone. You can have that partner, that love that supports you, that hears you out, that makes you feel seen and cared for, especially at a time like this where there's just fear in the air. Choose love. Don't give in to the fear. Don't go into hiding. Don't close up your heart, but really take this chance to give into love, to compassion, and take this as that wake-up call, right? How many of us have been putting off, dating or meeting someone, waiting for the right time, and now feeling like, is the time up, right? So once again, I share this with you to share that we do have a choice, and we can choose fear or we can choose love. So I share with you, choose love, right? It's not to say that we're going to ignore the fear, but lean into it and know that it's a wake up call, right? For all of us to really lean into each other, to support each other, to community, and to love, most importantly. So with that said, have an amazing evening. I wanted to shed light on, all of the new ongoings for the latest news, and to let you know that you're not alone, that you are heard, you are seen, and you are cared for. So with that said, choose love, ladies, and have an amazing evening. We'll be speaking soon.